guys, look. I have Boba drink with, as you can see, I have Boba pearls or Tapioca pearls that we boiled ourselves, and we also made the syrup ourselves. And I'm tripping here, guys. I put apple mango in it. See? So, and I also put Nestle Temptations Double Dutch. So it has marshmallow, guys. And the Double Dutch, I think, has. Don't you think it's super yummy, guys? It's like, except for the ice cream, it's like homemade everything, and it's a float because it was supposed to be so sorry for the noise, it's our neighbors. Some men are drinking there and eating some meat, barbecue something. Oh, I think that's what men do. Oh, are they just drinking? That's what men do here when they are off, when they have their day off, guys. Super yummy. I know there's dairy in this, but yeah, I can handle solid dairy like this. Oh my god. I put more syrup than my sister and Maria did on their drink. The mango is like perfect because it has that wild taste. The boba tea or tapioca pearl, we call them sako. Love the mango. The mango taste is coming out. It's coming out. Yeah. And yeah, I will call this float because I put that ice cream on top. Marshmallow. Love, there's marshmallow and nuts. Oh, super yummy. And mocha taste. If you want to know how to make the tapioca pearls and how to make the syrup, just go to Naturally Vegan 011. I don't know what they're saying, guys. Maria is laughing. Maria put soy milk with cappuccino taste. Maria is going up to edit one of her videos. Don't you love the glass, guys? It's so tall and big. Oh my god, I haven't sucked the mangoes yet, but I'm going to try. I cut them really small, but I guess I have to use my spoon. Oh my god. There's nuts in this. It's cashew. My god. Cashew is my favorite, guys. Ice cream. If you drink or eat at all tapioca drink like this and you put like the pearls and mangoes and ice cream, it will feel like a whole meal. Oh, by the way guys, I cut my hair pop cut in the mall. What do you think, guys? Is it too short? Here, let me get the mangoes. That wasn't so sweet, but it doesn't matter because I have the syrup. So let's drink this, guys. The nuts. Oh. I asked Michael his favorite flavor of ice cream, if it was Double Dutch or Rocky Road, and he said both. And then he also loves Ben and Jerry brownie fudge. Was it brownie fudge or fudge brownie something? I love the nuts. Nuts. Oh my god. I don't remember loving Double Dutch. Rocky Road has more marshmallow than Double Dutch. I remember that. She put her drink in one of those crystal glasses I showed you guys in my video house tour, and I don't dare use those glasses because yeah, if you drop them, my god, but I'm not sure how she would react with those crystal glass because she collected them before. So I don't dare use them, but this one is also a decorative glass. It's not really for drinking but for decorations, but it's thicker, guys. So I'm fishing for the mangoes, guys. Look, I have the mangoes and then the sago. Crunchy. I'm so sorry. My videos are like, the sounds in them are not so good because you know there are tricycle sounds, people sounds. And yet our house concrete is so thick, and the glasses too, but yeah, we need more. But it's like also in Denmark, it's well isolated in Denmark, but if there are motorbikes you could hear them, and if people would talk, you know. But yeah, I guess Filipinos are more talkative than Danes. It's okay. It's okay for me, but for an ASMR video, when I'm editing, for example, it's so cringy. Personally, for me, I don't mind it, you know. I'm used to the sounds here. For an ASMR video. We have to buy coffee in our Nescafe instant powder because sometimes I enjoy like mocha flavor, and you know I should be avoiding dairy, but I don't want to waste the ice cream in the freezer either. It has been there for around a month and it should be eaten. Excuse me. I'm full. Excuse me. It should be eaten within 3 months. But it's, now I know it's so yummy. I might do a mukbang on that, or ASMR. Just eating all of it. I love the pearls. It took like 3 hours to make it because the pearls are bigger. takes just minutes to cook them. But the big ones like this, and they're not even super big, but like this, they take longer time. Tricycle again. See, there's a knot there. And they roasted that well. It's almost like brown. That was well done. Otherwise it would edge. I know this ice cream is made in the Philippines, but it's still Nestle, guys. American. Yeah, usually my sister would buy American things, and that is why I love them too, but they are just more costly, so I avoid buying them. I usually buy Filipino products because it's not just because I grew up with them, but with the taste, but I love the foods here. They are, yeah, like I said in that other video, there are some foods here that I don't like really spicy foods, or this bitter melon. Yeah, my viewer said it's called bitter melon. I don't like that. My god, I hate that. It's too bitter. Usually the veggies here are not bitter, but that one, no. Usually Filipinos would imitate like products like that, like this, and I think it's yummy too. I don't miss the American, more expensive, but if someone buys it, then I will surely eat it. I have a simple taste, guys. I don't think about brands and things like that. I just, go for the taste. But I don't want to buy the most expensive, and some would say that I have a cheap taste, but I'm just being practical. I want to be able to buy other things than just small, like a few things, just because I would buy branded. I never think of brands. Sometimes I would buy, or most of the time, I would buy this brand here in the Philippines called Bonus, and that's the cheapest brand. That's the only time I would think in brands, if I know that brand is good enough, but very cheap. could live in any country. I'm one of them, but I've been to some countries now, and I've never fallen in love with any of the other countries other than the Philippines, of course. I mean, other would choose a country for its resources, for the people, for nature. But for me, I've fallen in love with the Philippines since the day I was born, I guess. Maybe I'm nationalistic, I'm not sure. Maybe. But as I told you guys, I don't bond easily to people, and that's the same with countries. I was hoping I would fall in love in the States because of Michael, but perhaps it's enough I've fallen in love with Michael. I mean, I love Oregon. I don't like California. I mean, I love the foods, but I don't like California. The people there hated, you know, as soon as I took out the vlogging camera, although I was filming myself and things like that. While in Oregon it was okay. And also the nature in California, yeah, it was too hot. And even in Santa Cruz, I mean, yeah, I guess it would take a lot for me to fall in love in another country. I tried falling in love with Sweden. It would have been very easy because to me Sweden is perfect, although I was not happy there. But it's a very practical country, especially if you have a weakness or if you're slow, for example, or if you are not so good at school, because they are spoon feeding their students. There it was quite boring in some subjects. It depends, of course, but it's almost like in New Zealand they also spoon feed their students. Now that's perfect if it's like a subject like math that you hate, like I hate math, then that's perfect. But in some subjects like English, if you know it so much, then you will see how it is there. You would not learn by spoon feeding. So I tried really to fall in love. I tried to embrace the Swedish culture, but yeah, I couldn't fall in love with Sweden. I became even vitamin D deficient, and I think also B12 deficient. So in Denmark cured me of so many sickness, really. Like, yeah, you know already, vitamin D, vitamin B12, but also my allergies, because I learned to, okay, now I just ate dairy, but yeah, I learned because we became vegans. Now I'm not, of course, but I learned that if I stop with dairy, my eczema and my pollen allergy stop, so I can't eat dairy every day, otherwise they would come back. I got this, and maybe that's because I eat dairy sometimes, so maybe that's why. So I mean, and the system in Denmark and Sweden is just perfect. Like, it's so convenient. Life is comfortable. I should be in love in those countries. Like, on paper, my god, but like Denmark is so tiny, it's quite boring to see the same things. While in the Philippines, you can go from island to island, and we have like between 7,100 to 7,400 islands, depending if it's a low tide or high tide. So I mean, it's impossible to be bored here, especially if you have money, my god. And especially the food. The food is so important to me. Luckily, there's so much variety in the States also. So, and they do have like good climate there. So the foods are yummy. Thank God. But yeah, it's like it's not even enough that a country is perfect, or no country is perfect, but seemingly perfect. It's not enough for me. Maybe if I was born really poor, like homeless, and then I go to Denmark or Sweden, maybe I would never leave them, you know. But I was not born like poor or homeless. So for me, it's still the Philippines. I just started talking about this just because when I hear the sounds, the background sounds, I can hear it's my people, guys. I don't even need to bond with them. I feel warmth for Filipinos that I don't feel for others. I mean, when I was in Sweden and in Denmark, of course, I talked with people. I mean, I worked as a social worker, and then I worked also in Denmark. But it's not the same, you know, what you feel here. And it's not just because I'm born and raised here. It's because maybe because I'm a simple person, you know, guys. And I don't know, I just get attached with people here, even though I don't need to talk with them like all the time. I don't need to touch them all the time. But just hearing they are having fun there, it makes me smile, you know. I didn't feel that in Sweden and Denmark. I would like think that's funny they're doing that, but it's not the same. It's like, you know, when you fall in love with a guy or a girl, it's not the same. The things you feel for that person is not the same as what you feel for a friend or for an acquaintance. And I was really hoping I would like feel that for Americans too. I mean, when I met Michael's family and friends, I bonded with them. Like, we are not like very close because, of course, because we did not meet so much. But for the normal Americans I saw on the streets, because I didn't know them, because I don't have a bond with them. Someone is celebrating a birthday, so I can bond with Americans too, or Danes or Swedish, but it would take what would it take that we have a relationship? While with Filipinos, I can just smile, you know. And I hear, like, I listen and talk with other people, and they don't talk like that about their countrymen. But yeah, so it's not just because these are my people, maybe because I can see myself in them. Not just the physical thing, but the mental thing. Yeah, inside, you know, how they think. have different backgrounds. So my father was not, he was not rich. So while on my mother's side they have money. So I mean, I can connect to both, but I do understand both. But when I see Filipinos on the streets, I just connect with them like instantly. It's like it has to do with chemistry, I think. There's a favorite saying in Sweden saying that, or do you say it in other countries too, but you either have chemistry with someone or you don't, you can be decent with someone, but you can never force the chemistry. And that's what I feel for my fellow Filipinos. I have the chemistry, and of course there are Filipinos outside the Philippines too, but it's not the same. They usually adjust. Filipinos are so good in adjusting, and in the end they don't even speak Filipino, and that's so sad. So they lose some of it, but yeah, it's better than nothing. But they usually choose like cities that I don't like California, New York. I've never been in New York, but it seems so busy. I would love to visit Cheesecake Factory though. So, but when it comes to the food and nature, my God, I would love to explore the States. It would have been perfect, guys, if I could live on my YouTube. My God, my YouTube channels. Oh my God, I would drag Michael to the whole States, United States, and and eat and travel through the United States just to eat all the foods there and be in nature and things. Okay, guys, it's becoming too noisy because they have drunk a little bit more alcohol. I'm so sorry for that. They're so funny. And what I love about Filipinos drinking is that those that I have seen and experienced anyways, they don't fight, Some would do, but if they are really close, they don't fight. And they usually eat barbecue with it and foods. So they just laugh, as you can hear. They just laugh. They don't let it get into their heads. Yeah. I'm in love with Filipinos. I'm in love with the Philippines. I wish. Yeah. Okay, guys. Thank you so much for watching. Yeah. I wish and my only advice for you is that if you live in your country and you're not starving, especially if you have a house, even though it's great to travel, just do it for vacations. If your kids go to relatively good schools, don't go out, not even for them, because I've experienced that, I was very young when my mom went out, abroad, and we weren't even starving. Don't do it, because your kids will lose a mom or a dad. There's no price for that, guys. You would never get that back. You would lose the relationship. You will still have a relationship, but it will not be like before. You will lose the closeness. And there are the schools here, my God, they are good. Some are not, of course, it depends on the school, but Maria went to school here like 3 times, and there's nothing wrong with those schools. Not even the public ones are bad. So if course, if you have very high ambitions, maybe you have to do that, but do it before you get children, because otherwise you will leave your children here. And I don't know, it's like, of course, if I never left, I would never have Maria, I would never have met Michael, but in between those wonderful like moments and wonderful people, you know, I suffered so much. Like, I miss the Philippines so much, and if I was emotional, guys, I would be crying now. But yeah, I took my B12, and I told you guys I only cry sometimes if someone dies, or if my B12 is so low that I forget, you know, if I'm so stressed, that's the only reason I would cry. But inside me, like, I would remember her. Sometimes, yeah, I don't really believe in magic. I don't believe in what if, I don't. But if you are watching me now and you're thinking, yeah, where should I live? If there's no immediate danger, if you're not starving, for you or in your family, stay in your country. Yes, save money and go out, you know, go out in the world. The grass is never greener. Like, even if it is it's not enough. Like I told you, Sweden and Denmark is like literally perfect, especially in not having red tape and things. But there's red tape here. But when Michael tells me like what he's dealing with in the States, it's not worse than in the States. But yeah, but usually I'm able to fix things here. So I hope you think really well before you decide to leave your country, because your decision might affect other people's lives, like your kids or their kids. Please don't misunderstand that I'm not happy or grateful that I got Maria, that I got Michael, that I learned 2 languages, yeah, at least, because I also know, like, I do understand Norwegian too. I understand a little bit of Persian. You know, I've gained so much knowledge. But if someone told me, like, so around 30 years earlier, like 30 years ago, if someone told me, then I would be like a child still, or a teenager. If someone told me, yeah, you will get a child, you will get a boyfriend, you will like really fall in love, because I've never had them, because I never knew them, because I don't bond to people, I would say no, I will stay here, because that's how I thought when I was younger. Like, you know, because I still do love the Philippines so much. I felt a big hole in my heart when I was out, and now when I'm here, even though it's so hot, even though I see poverty, you know, I still want to be here. But like, I'm not, you know, I'm just saying what I would have said as a younger Joanne. That's what I would say. Now I will stay here. Don't. Because I remember like debating with my late stepdad. Yeah, I remember debating with my late stepdad. Like, I was so like, almost angry when I was defending the Philippines and I was only 14. And I remember the fire. I felt like I almost wanted to not kill him, but something like that. I was, oh God, so angry. I wanted to defend my country. Oh my God, because I didn't ever attack anyone, you know. That's typical Filipino. Like, we have never conquered another country. We were always not defeated, but other country conquered us. Other country wanted to take something from us. And even, you know, when like countries would think that they are helping us, like for example, if a country lends us money and they think they are Samaritans, but in reality they are getting much more back, like with the interest. So, and I'm happy for the knowledge I've learned in other countries, because just reading about other countries is not enough, guys. Sometimes you have to experience it. But as I said, if you told me 30, especially if you told me when I was like 40 years ago, so I was only 6, yeah, around 6, 5, I would tell you you're crazy. You know, I would never leave my country. But I don't really think like that. Like, I don't think about my past so much, except when someone, because Michael told me, yeah, that would be a good video. You're talking about comparing, you know, the countries I've lived in, and this is, I guess, my version of that. I'm not sure that Michael meant that, but it's, I guess love is blind, because in spite of the bad things here, I see so much good, you know. I would prefer if we didn't live in Manila though. Life in Manila is so hectic and it's so expensive. I mean, in Mindanao, for example, life is simpler, but of course, in some areas, I do miss the malls. Sometimes the malls there are not so good compared to the malls in Manila. But yeah, I don't live in the malls. I would rather live in Mindanao. We have another house in Mindanao, but it's not in. It's a little bit far from the city. And you know, if you want to go there to the hospital, it's easier to be in the city. So I also traveled in Norway with with my ex-husband, you know, the Norwegian, and the mountains there, my God, I mean, the air is so fresh, my God. The water is, when you open the tap, you know, to get water, it's super cold right away. Spring water and yummy water, no, my God. In Sweden, it's not that cold. It's still yummy, but you have to wait like a few seconds or a minute, while in Norway it's cold right away. And I don't know, you have to taste it yourself. There's no yummier than Norwegian water, I think. My sister tells me the air in New Zealand is fresh and also the water is yummy, but I have to experience it myself. But I've seen the picture, but you know, it's not the same. So I suggest you travel. But if you're young, if you're still young and you're watching this video and you're super patient and you're still watching this video, oh my God, please think more than twice before you move, because especially if you will have kids, you will affect their lives, and especially if they, you know, fall in love with your original country, and then of course they would have ties in that, and then in the new country it can be painful, guys. It's like I can feel it in my heart. It's like it's heavy. I know it sounds corny and cheesy, but I feel that in my heart, you know, missing the States, missing the Philippines. And of course Michael is there, that I love so much, so I don't think it will be the same like when I lived in Sweden or in Denmark. But for you, especially if you're young, yeah, travel a lot and see other places, and then go back to your country and really feel for yourself, you know. And don't think that what you felt during the vacation will be the same. We also thought Denmark was a great country to live in because it's always, people are always happy in Denmark, but it's not the same working in that country or living in that country. So I suggest you work. You can work in another country, but limit it to 6 months, and then come back to your country, save money, and then see if you miss that country so much more than you love your original country. Because right now, if you get a child, it's like you're almost stuck to that country unless you're starving and, you know, you have to move. But that was never my problem, guys. So I always told people that, yeah, if I was starving, I would be so happy in Denmark or Sweden or in this, yeah, now in the States. But I don't know, because I think sometimes you don't think so much, and I didn't either, because I never thought I would get a child, so I didn't think about it, but I did get a child. And you know, when you get a child, you don't think of yourself first, even though I have been accused of thinking of myself. But I could have stayed here when when we came back a few times ago. We could have stayed here and just because I wanted to, but there was this crisis and things that happened, and I was thinking, yeah, that it would be better for Maria, you know, to be there. Although she didn't want to, to go back to Sweden or to Denmark, and maybe I should have listened to her. Maybe I should have, because my plan was, if I didn't succeed or I didn't want to continue with literature, one of my plans was to, you know, apply for a job as a social worker or work in the social office, something. I wouldn't get a high salary job, of course, but it would be something. I wouldn't starve, and we have this house, so yes. So sorry for the boring things, but yes, I just had to do this video. You know, you think about stuff, and since we're not working here in the Philippines, I do have some moments where I think, even though we're so busy, yeah. Thank you so much for watching. And I have, it's now melted, guys. It's super yummy. Go to is like candy. We did not use that for the video because we just used brown sugar. Filipino brown sugar is yummier than Swedish or Danish brown sugar, and I think because it's browner here, it has more minerals and it's super yummy. I've tasted the syrup in Sweden. There's dark syrup and there's light syrup, and it lacks that original taste or native taste or rustic taste, and it's so like just one drop. It should be like that, like syrup that your brain would give you. You would get a kick in your brain after just one drop. Then you know that's the right stuff. And Michael doesn't believe me. Sometimes when I tell him, but I will buy things like that so he knows the difference of real native sugar. Okay, guys, thank you so much for watching. I hope you liked this super long video. If you did, please give it a thumbs up and please subscribe to this channel, ScorpioAnnYT, and to click on the bell next to the subscribe button down below. And please subscribe to my boyfriend's channel also, Michael Soothing ASMR, and to my daughter's 3 channels, Art and Beauty Freak and Ariafil and Naturally Vegan 011. Please share this video and please comment on this video. Thank you so much for watching. I love you.